What's going on, guys? It is your boy Angrysagamer. Today I am doing a review of Maddo, which is previously known as... I forgot. But doesn't matter because we've got the owner in here with me. Say what's up, Brims.
How's it going?
So, Brims, what was the account before? What was the name before Maddo?
Yeah, so my name used to be Elysium Brims IA, but I recently left that alliance and I ended up changing my name to Motto, and it actually represents my homie that passed away. If you actually look at my name on Discord, I have the M in my name capitalized, so it actually represents him. So that's the reason why my name is Motto.
So, he is in the guild Elysium, and we are going to do his account today. We're going to look at some stats and some heroes and go through the warehouse just like we do a normal account review. Now, Brims, if there's anything you want to add during this review, feel free to do so. And otherwise, I'm just going to go ahead and do the review, man.
Okay, for sure.
Okay. Brims, just real quick, rough estimate. How much have you spent on this account, roughly?
Oof. I could say within like the last year, probably about that much right there.
Okay, and before that, obviously in gems, you've done some purchases, right? So it can't calculate the gem amount because it's over 3 million, but obviously you've spent a lot before that as well.
Yeah, well, see, the thing is, I used to play the game back like when it first came out, when the meta was, Spirit Mage and Destroyer. So, the game back then, it was a lot more expensive than how it is now. So.
Yeah. Well, okay, so let's jump in and see what's happening. But before I jump in, please go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification button to be notified every time I upload a video. Also, do not forget to check out my ghost busting channel, which is ASG 2.0, or link in the description. So here we go. I'm going to go through your warehouse first, Brims, to see what's happening. So we can see straight off the bat you have maxed out books, so there's obviously some stuff you can do or not. I don't know. We'll see in the alter. But maxed out books is never a good thing. And I noticed that in your mailbox as well, that you have some books here from Floating Isle. That
Yeah, bro.
to claim.
Yeah, it happens a lot when you tend to, max out on events. But
yeah,
this account is purely an arena account, so resources I really don't care about. They're mainly just to push might.
Okay, so you use this mainly for might pushing and then doing arena.
Yeah, mostly arena.
Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to note that I did discuss this with him beforehand about showing what builds are currently on the account. And he said not to worry about the builds that's currently running because it's probably going to change anyway. So the builds you see, do not follow these builds as it might mislead you if you want to follow builds. Brims, what is the best thing for people to do if they want to join an arena alliance? Do you perhaps have information on that?
I do, actually. It depends on what type of player you are. Like, if you're a type of player that want to play casually, I mean, there's a bunch of arena alliances out there that I casually play. But if you're a type of player that, want to take the game serious and actually understand the meta and become like a top player, then there's a competitive arena alliances out there as well.
Yeah, so. And these competitive alliances, obviously, you're not allowed to share anything outside of that alliance. Everything is kept top secret, right?
Yeah, which is the main reason why I'm doing what I'm doing now, because I feel like that's what hinders a lot of these games nowadays is, people not sharing builds or afraid to show stats. And I'm one of those people that don't care,
Oh, that's good to hear, man. That's my rife most of the time with most accounts I review, is that the builds needs to be kept secret, and I do respect that. Look, if I'm reviewing someone's account and the builds need to be kept secret, I'll do it. But it just takes a lot away from the video and a lot away from what the people want to see. Because if you look at Google Trends, people search for how heroes are built. They're not searching for how builds are being hidden. Because people want to see that, right? So, and that's mainly new players that's coming in. And then if a new player comes into Castle Clash and they jump into Arena knowing nothing about how it works, They're going to get destroyed, and they're going to want to say, well, this game is so competitive, it's not fun at all, and then they just end up leaving. And that's what's making the game fall apart. Well, I wouldn't say that's what's making it fall apart, but that's a reason. Part of
Hey, I'm actually glad you brought that up, because like when I used to play the game back in the day, like when the game first came out, playing in guild events was like the best rewards you could possibly get in the game. Like it actually forced you to be a part of a guild, because in order to progress in the game, you had to do guild events. Like to get to increase your hero to the next level, it was all about guild events. Nowadays, guild events really don't matter as much. It's all about arena, because you don't get that many rewards as you would do nowadays. Like they don't matter as much nowadays.
Yo, where the hell did you get this legendary Keepsake select box from? I've never seen that box in my life.
Well, I mean, it's awarded to people that, you know, come in like, I guess, top 10 in the Keepsake event.
Is that the event that's currently... My tongue doesn't want to speak right now. Is this Siege Defender? Is this what you're talking about?
No. Siege Defender is about Tempering Stones.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm being a total idiot right now. I'm with a veteran, ladies and gentlemen. So being with a veteran also changes how you remember the game. Like I don't remember the game at all now. Ever since Brims started speaking. So from what Keepsake event is that?
The Grotesque event, actually.
Oh. Okay, makes sense, because I spend $100, $150 at most in Grotesque Ruin. Not nearly enough to get a legendary Keepsake select box, which I find offensive. I'm going to have to speak to IGG about that, because I could use some of this. Going to throw my weight around tomorrow with them in messages. Listen, Brims, now that I've got you online, I just want to bring up another point here. I am torn if I should buy this pack or not. So, with this accessory select box, do you think I should get it? Especially when I'm trying to enter into arena. Would this make sense right now for some of my heroes or not?
Yeah, it does, because it actually has two sets that's actually kind of meta right now. The Cold set and the Magic set. Both are meta and used on top of arena heroes.
So, I guess I'm going to have to get this. Now, let me push things into the red completely. The Magic set, for whom is that based in arena?
Well, it depends on what type of build you want to build. Like if you want to go for pure damage, then the Magic set is probably not good for you. You probably want to use the Pure Blood set for more damage negation. But if you want to go for more of a tankier build, or, you know, try to outlast your opponent, then the Magic set is pretty good.
Okay.
So for heroes like Celestica, Dinah, Mel, you know, big boys.
Okay, cool. So I think I'm gonna get that then in tonight's live stream. Now, let's get on to your Keepsake. Before we go into the heroes, let's check out your Keepsake real quick. And see your stats. So before we look at the stats, I want to scroll all the way down and see what's happening here. Okay, so this is all maxed out.
Yes, correct.
Nice. All the greens are maxed out. So, advice for people who want to do Keepsake or want to start focusing Keepsake. What would your advice be in regards with how to level up and what packs to buy or what to do? What is your advice on that?
Well, it also depends on like what type of player you are. If you like the type to spend casually, then, you know, just buying, you know, a little $50 pack at the Grotesque kind of helps, because then you're able to roll for a majority of the pieces that you need, and then whatever leftover currency you have, you could use that to acquire the golden Keepsake. Okay. A lot of people never focus on golden Keepsake, and that's where the problem lies at.
But I think also because it's so damn expensive, right, to focus on the gold.
Well, if you tend to spend, like, you know, over time, you could, you know, save up your resources and essentially just, like, you know, buy the one that you need.
Yeah. And then when they start leveling up, starting from the green, is that a fact to start from the green and work your way up?
Well, a lot of people believe that the green are cheaper. So yes, I mean working from the green up is is good.
It's a rule of thumb, yeah. Now, okay, so you are maxed out on everything except for your epic sets here. Now, before we look at the Keepsake stats, how much do you believe that maxing out your gold sets will boost your stats from what it is now?
Well, it also depends on what you want to focus on. Because, for instance, if you want to focus on piercing damage, which I feel is like one of the most important stats in the whole entire game, then it depends on the level. The higher the level, the more stats you get. So
Okay.
if you have all of your golds at 4, then that's pretty much equivalent to having just as much of your green maxed up.
Okay. Now you mentioned piercing damage. Now that's a nice. I'm glad you brought that up because in my gear, in one of my videos on the gear, I rolled for endowment for piercing damage. I wanted to focus piercing damage on all my gear sets, and someone left a comment saying that I'm a complete idiot for going for piercing damage as it means nothing. You need attack and attack speed. What is your stance on that?
I mean, attack speed is valuable, but it depends on what game mode you play in. Different game modes require different attributes, and different attributes outshine different game modes. For instance, in Narcia, attack speed is king. So
Okay.
having the faster attack speed in Narcia, such as having heroes with Revite, would
Mm,
make you attack faster over somebody with that doesn't have attack speed.
mm.
Now, if we're focusing on arena, you definitely want piercing damage because it eats through any hero that has shield base effects.
Okay. So that's actually difficult, right? Because I spoke to Bong about this specific fact. Because people want to see top 10 heroes. I always get questions. Can I make a video of the top 10 heroes in Castle Clash? Now the thing is, there's not top 10 heroes. There's top 18 heroes, and maybe more depending on the game mode. Now the reason why I'm saying top 18 is because of League Supreme, as you get 6 heroes in a team, and there's teams of 3, right? Or 3 teams of 6. So that makes it 18 heroes. Before League Supreme, it was Lost Battlefield, which had you with 15 heroes because it was 5 heroes on a team and there was 3 sets. So I think it's top 18 heroes. Now the thing is, like what you mentioned now, you have Nausea, you need attack speed. In Arena, you need piercing damage. Now that's difficult because what if you're doing both types of game modes? You can't continuously re-roll just to accommodate for when you're doing specific game modes. So what would be a neutral balance across all your heroes in the gear sets to have?
Well, see, that's a tough and difficult question to answer because, unlike what you just said, I do tend to change my builds a lot. So I do waste a lot of resources because of this.
Okay.
Like if you have Narcia builds, you cannot be competitive in arena because certain things that work in one game mode doesn't work in another game mode. So having a balance between the game modes would just rely on like stats and as well as you do your endowments. Just basic hero information.
Yeah, so you'll constantly need to roll your endowments depending on where you want to focus for that week, which is difficult, right? So that's
Well, not endowments, but like enchantments, so to speak. Like for
okay.
instance, if some heroes they use like bold ambition, and then because bold ambition is really good in world ruler, but just because you use bold ambition in world ruler doesn't mean you would use bold ambition on them same heroes in arena.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah, so I mean, to be a top player in Castle Clash is also really demanding physically because you have to spend so much time on the game itself. Now, I think, ladies and gentlemen, you've waited long enough for this. Let's check out the Keepsake stats on this badass account. What we've seen now, everything is maxed out green, blue, and purple, except for the gold, but that's going to come in time. So let's see what's happening in the stats over here on Brims' account. Okay, here we have the stats. We have a significant amount of HP. 8,437,000. Now, Brims, that's a lot. That's a lot of HP. Where would you put your account stats-wise on Keepsake alone compared to others?
I would say I'm definitely amongst the top players as far as Keepsake go.
Okay. Now, I can tell you for sure there's going to be some bold statements in the comment section of this video of people saying that those stats are low, I've got higher stats, blah, 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 because I get it so many times. Now, before you want to type something like that, if you're watching right now, stop what you're doing. Do not use your thumbs and listen to what I'm saying. If you want to make a statement like that, allow me to go onto that account and see it and show it to the world. Don't make a statement and disappear. Otherwise, I hope your thumb breaks. So we have HP of over 8 million. We have attack of 276,000, which is beast mode. We have crit resist at 4,100, crit damage at 14,400, dodge at 20,600, accuracy at 17,160, and then crit rate at 2,700. But that's not all we have, because he has all the gold sets, right? So it's up to 13. Damn, that is insane. Now, decrease damage received by all heroes by 6%, increase attack of all heroes by 6%, increase max HP of all heroes by 5%, increase healing received by all heroes of by 15%. That's an insane amount of stats. I can't wait to go into the altar to see these stats on the heroes themselves. Grants energy recovery speed plus 15% to all heroes, basic attacks, and when attacked only. All heroes damage dealt has a 4% chance to ignore damage limits. So that's Autobound and Void, both 4%. All heroes deal additional 44,800 piercing damage. That's insane. So Void Walker, the Void Walker is higher, 7%. Increase attack of all heroes against Void Walker heroes, 7%. Now that Void Walker heroes is interesting because I spoke to Stephanie earlier today, Brims, and I asked her, why the hell is Dyna not being used in Arena? Well, I guess it is, but it's widely not used because she said to me, it's because people want to use the Void Walker Warden because of the stats that brings to the table in Arena. So what is your stance on that, Dyna not being in?
Well, Dyna is definitely order-bound, and order-bound defense is not being used right now. Yeah, Void Walker is definitely the main go-to as far as offense go because you got OP heroes such as Malefica, Sarah, Rose. So automatically having 3 heroes from the same, faction pretty much makes it locked for that Warden.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the main reason. So yeah, Void Walker is definitely the top offense right now.
And now, with this stats of yours, increases attack of all heroes against Void Walker heroes by 7%. I think that's a good thing, because going up against Void Walker heroes in Arena, this is going to help you out versus the Autobound of 5%.
Yeah,
right?
because Void Walker is also used on defense as well. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's the best offense and the best defense currently in the game. I mean, when Orderbound was the best offense and defense in the game, you benefited from it because Orderbound gives you more shields. So it makes your heroes a lot more tankier. And that's the reason why Dyna was considered meta, because he was used as, a stall hero or a hero that could take and absorb a lot of damage. So, but right now, because Void Walker is so OP, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and I guess now that Malefica and Rose Spectre came into the game, that kind of made Dyna fall by the wayside, because you've got these OP heroes and they bring the Void Walker stats. So that's something to consider, ladies and gentlemen. Building an Arena team, have your Void Walker being the strength of that. And then we have Autobound heroes have a 9% chance to revive with the 100%, but your Void Walker heroes have a 11% chance to revive with 100%. That's pretty decent. That is pretty insane. Mine's only 7% on this one.
Hey, it's RNG, bro. Every little bit helps, right?
Yeah, of course. But I mean, 11% is better than 7%, so I'd take that any day. And then we have a 5% for of every hero's attack damage is converted to piercing damage. These stats are truly insane, and this is the highest that I have seen ever. I haven't even seen a screenshot of anything higher than this. So if you are one of those people who want to make bold statements, do that with the backup of allowing me to go onto those accounts I don't care what strings you need to pull or what government you need to pierce. Get me on those accounts if you want to make those statements. Now, let's go into the heroes and see what's happening. Because I'm not so much interested in the builds. I'm interested in seeing the stats. So, I just want to remind you guys that do not follow these builds, as these builds won't be the builds that's going to help you necessarily, as these builds change constantly. So, I just want to see something here going down. Okay, so you have only... This is also something I don't see a lot, Brims, is people that have an amazing amount or an overwhelming amount of breakthrough 40 heroes. I don't see that a lot. Is that because of magmatic rocks too expensive and you spend your resources elsewhere? Or what is up with that?
Exactly. I mean, just building your heroes, like your breakthrough heroes, is mostly for might. Might doesn't make you stronger in the game. It's all about your stats at the end of the day. I could be a 1 million might account with these exact stats and kill any account in the game. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said in my arena video today, doing arena Brims. And honestly, Stephanie gave me some builds, and these builds propelled me into 187th position, and I beat some big ass names. And my stats aren't the best, but I beat some big ass names. So that's what I constantly say. If I see in arena there's an account where that is 1.9 million might but is ranked 200, then I get scared, because that's a low might account that's focusing stats, and that scares me. So let's check out the actual stats of these heroes, because that's what I'm excited about. Okay, so here we have on the Shadow Baron, 18.6 million additional HP. That's gonna be difficult to take down in arena with 528,000 additional attack. Brims, are you trying to kill people? What is your problem, dude?
Hey man, I'm just trying to, play the game and have fun,
Yeah. No, I can see that. I see you also at 100%. Mine isn't at 100%. I need to start focusing on that. And then you have okay, you're running the Dragon Pendant, which I've been avoiding for some reason, but seems like I do not need to avoid that. When performing
now, if we're talking about builds, Dragon Pendant is actually good for arena. It's actually meta at this point.
Okay. Because I've been avoiding that. But I've been an idiot as well. I'm just a YouTuber, man. I know nothing about this game. I just make videos and make people have fun. That's what I'm doing.
Hey, that's why I'm here, bro. I'm here to break the barriers and help people out there, get better in the game.
No, I appreciate that, man. Now, check this out. Check this Mistrix out. We have 0 gear, but we have 14.5 million additional HP with 481,000. Now that's insane. So with gear, this guy is pushing 19 million HP.
Correct.
Yeah, okay, so that's insane. And as for, you have it at level 10, you have this at level 10. This is at level 10. This is your Rose Spectre. I see you are working on gear right now for her. 17.4 million. Yeah, these stats are insane, honestly. I like what I'm seeing. Brims, now, there is going to be a time in my life where I'm going to come across your account in arena. Should I be scared?
I mean, bro, honestly, that's where a lot of people tend to mess up in arena. They get intimidation by the name or the might. You just hit the person. No, you gotta fall through, bro.
No, dude,
just follow through.
Look at that. 19 million additional HP. You have tempered gear at level 4, and you have 596,000 additional attack on this beast Malefica. I mean, it's not about intimidation. It's about I'm seeing the actual account. I know what's on this account, and people out there is going to see this as well. So I think this is going to be tough for people. Not after this.
Well, surprisingly, there are a lot of stronger accounts out there, but like I said, I'm here to break the bridge, and send that challenge out there. Like, if you want to sit here and dethrone me as having the top account on this channel, then you need to show and prove, right?
Yeah, exactly. Show us what you got. Okay, this Malefica just stunned me with that 19 million additional HP. Tempered gear at level 4. That must have been damn expensive. I do see that your relic is at level 14. Do you think this is holding you back? Relic 14.
Absolutely, and that's the reason why, like, if there are stronger stats on other accounts, is because they probably have higher relic. But then that kind of counter what I'm trying to tell you, because stats only matter to a certain extent. Like, after a while, they just there to look cool.
Yeah, and then it's all about hero placement, hero build, and all those types of things. How you pair those things up that you can beat those other guys.
Exactly. You could have a low might account, but if you have the perfect builds, you could beat a lot of accounts.
Okay. And I see your Dyna has nothing on him. It's because you're not using him in arena. Now, what is happening with your Celestica having no gear on?
Actually, that's not even my main Celestica. That's just a backup.
Oh, that's backup. Oh, here we go. Tempered level 4. My goodness, look at this sexy thing. 20 million. I'm only seeing that now. 20,370,000 additional HP with 554,000 additional attack. Now, a thing that I've skipped over constantly is ignoring dodge and accuracy completely on the side. I just want to go back for a tiny bit. I want to see the accuracy and stuff. The crit rate on this guy is 12,000. Accuracy at 113,000. Wow, this is insane. Okay, Rose Spectre. I nearly swallowed my tongue. 146,000 additional accuracy.
Hey, bro.
Goodness.
You want to be able to hit everything. You don't want to be able to miss nothing.
No, I can see that. That's definitely the case. We haven't seen your Seradica yet, so I'm excited for that. Okay. Now, also, just another question, Brims. I'm going to take full advantage of this interview / account review. We have the heroes that you put inside. Now, the question is, the assist heroes, what builds do they need, and what do you need to focus on build-wise for the assist heroes?
Well, it depends on how you want to build your character. Like, if you want more HP, then you want to have assist heroes with more HP so you can build your character up. If you want to have a hero with more attack, then you want to build your assist heroes for attack. It just depends on how you want to build your particular hero.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now, the question that I'm pivoting towards here is the talent and insignias. What matters? Both insignias, the talent, none of that. The gear, what type of gear? Does it really matter? And then the enchantment.
As far as like a tier list, as for what's more important, I would definitely say the base. As far as the insignia, you definitely want to have strong insignias, and then gear. So insignias and then gear, because without the insignias, you can't do nothing.
Okay, so the talent, does that matter at all, or does that not matter?
It does matter because it depends on the game mode. Like, for instance, if I want faster energy recovery, then I want to do something like Empower. If I want to be able to proc as soon as the match starts, then I want to use something like Revitalize. That's why I have both of those talents and skills there, just in case I want to switch to both.
And for your assist heroes, it matters to have both insignias?
As for assist heroes, don't have anything to do with insignias at all.
Okay, no, but that's what I mean. When it comes to talent, I'm gonna use your Celestica as an assist hero, so to speak. Let's say Celestica as an assist hero. Does it matter to have a specific talent or a talent at all leveled up for an assist hero?
Oh, no, not at all. But as far as the insignias, yes, you want to have certain insignias because certain insignias actually produce more stats than normal. So, for instance, click on the AI there.
And, yeah.
You see those stats right there? Those stats actually help as a percentage towards your assist heroes.
Okay, so both insignias is what you're gonna want, right?
Yes, and then gear also helps towards assist heroes, and having the pet with certain stats on it also counts towards assist heroes.
And for the gear, now this is something that was confusing to me. People said you only need the armor, the boots, and the accessories. You do not need the helmet or the weapon. What is true in that?
You need everything, to be honest, because the weapon gives you more attack, especially if you want more attack on your hero. I mean, more attack is always good, and the helmet is actually good as well because it gives more accuracy. So, I mean,
Okay.
maxing out on accuracy is definitely meta.
You need the full
arena.
set. You need the full set. People do not need to focus on one specific set on the gear itself. Just get the full set and get it done with.
Exactly. And also, one thing to note, you do not get the gear buff for the assist hero. You only get the flat stats from the gear.
Okay, so the buff is not going to be there, but we need the flat stats. So level those gears up, get the correct sets. Because if you remove, let's say, if you take the boots off like that, you do not have the stats anymore. As you can see, it's grayed out. So you need the full set, and that's what I've been trying to tell people in my videos. But then I get people that argue with me. But okay.
Well, if you want, you could go ahead and go down to my assist heroes and see how I have them built. Okay. I'm not afraid to show you nothing.
Okay. Because I didn't want to, so to speak, disrespect you by asking if I can show that. So thank you for allowing that. But before we do, this is what I want to see is the Seratica. This is okay. So we have him at level 80, and you are stuck, unfortunately. It's a good place to be stuck. Level 80, my goodness. That stats are insane. Then we have 18.8 million. So why is the HP so low on this one? Is it because you went accuracy on him?
No, the reason why the HP is so low, and I mean, this is a arena secret, I guess. Top secret information I'm about to drop to you guys here.
Okay.
You actually want to have your Seratica the lowest HP in your arena team because you wanted to get the Mistrix mark. Mistrix mark says that it's guaranteed to give to the hero with the lowest HP.
Okay.
So if you want your Seratica to survive longer in arena, you want it to have the lowest HP.
Oh damn, that is information that I've never ever heard of. Nobody's ever told me that. So thank you for dropping that. So that's actually good. Now, when I say low, I sound so stupid. It's not low. It's 18.8 million HP. But what I mean is compared to his other heroes, 19 million, 20 million, and then we have an 18.8 million. So not low at all, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get me wrong on that one. No, nevertheless, insane. With 126,000 HP. So I'm not going to go through every single hero. I just wanted to see some of the main heroes. And then one hero that I do want to see in particular is, if you do have it, I don't know if you have it. Before I mention it, let me see it. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, yeah, we do. Lazulix. Lazulix is one of my favorite heroes. And I just wanted to see what your Lazu stats would be with your Keepsake. 11 million HP. That is insane. And obviously you haven't focused Lazu, which saddens me dearly. But
hey, bro, just for you, I will max out Lazu for you, bro.
Thank you, Brims. I appreciate it. You know, Lazu can go into anybody's account and annihilate that account if he's built correctly, you know. So that's why I absolutely love Lazu. Okay, just off the topic real quick, a little bit of a weird question. What hero is the sexiest hero in this game for you? Because there's a little bit of a debate online about that as well. Now, for me, it's Miss Magic. Miss Magic is an absolute hottie, man.
I think you just passed her.
Yeah, look, I haven't seen her in so long, so forgive me if I...
For me, I guess it would be...
Where the hell is she?
I think it would be Bloody Mary.
Oh, oh really? Bloody Mary? You've got a weird fetish or something?
No, like, it's a skin that she has. Like, it's it actually used to be my icon.
Oh, damn. Wrong button. Yeah, Miss Magic, the skin on Miss Magic is not good. It's not a good looking skin. I I don't like
Hey,
this.
you're the pilot right now. You could change it to whatever you want.
Okay. I would gladly do that if I can find the damn button. Isn't... Oh, here it is. There it is. That's the skin. Look at that woman. Look at that woman. I mean... Okay, and you say, for you, it would be Bloody Mary. Now, your Bloody Mary would be at the top here, I believe, as she is. Yeah, yes, she is.
Look at that. She's so sexy.
Okay, I see it. I mean, that's definitely ugly. So, yeah.
She woke up like that, bro. She woke up like that.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so now the next thing is you mentioned that we can view your assist heroes and how you have them built. Does breakthrough matter on these assist heroes?
It does to a certain extent because you want all the HP and attack that you possibly can get.
Okay. So breakthrough definitely is a must. Now, obviously, you're not using a cultist because he's got no gear on, or am I missing something?
Well, this is a backup occultist. One of my other occultists, like my stronger occultist, would definitely have gear on.
Okay. You hang on. You have gold gear on your assist hero right here. Did you know that?
Yeah, of course.
So this is not a mistake. Okay. Let's see the stats on this guy. Now, the stats doesn't matter. Not for assist, right?
Well, the stats, you get a percentage of that. So if you click on where the actual hero is, it will show you exactly the percentage that you get. So you see right there at the bottom about assist heroes, 2%, 5%, 10%. So each different tier gives you a different percent.
2% for unevolved epic hero, 5% for epic hero evolved once, 10% for epic hero evolved twice. So all your double evolved heroes with the assist heroes gets 10% of the total stats, right? And these are the total stats already in 10%. That's 70,000 attack, 1.85 million, 1.8 million, right?
Correct.
Okay. That's insane. Gold gear. I would never think of having gold gear on any of my heroes, assist heroes. Brims, honestly, man, this is one of the better accounts I've ever seen. And I know Oxia Unknown is chasing this specific, not this account, but to have these specific stats, to have one of the highest stats. So I think Oxia Unknown is one of the accounts that we need to watch out for in the future. That's going to be on this level. But obviously, you're going to keep growing too. Or are you at that point where you want to sort of, you've reached your pinnacle, you want to slow down, or you're going to keep going?
I mean, as far as the game goes, like, there's always room for improvement. IGG always makes it where you need to do some type of account maintenance. So, especially if you want to maintain a top account, you always got to make adjustments. So,
that's for sure. So, you are definitely going to keep going.
Keep going, yeah.
Okay. Now, that's awesome. Brims, this was truly an enlightening, enlightened interview. This is the first time I've done this style of account review where I'm actually doing an interview at the same time. Let me guys know. Let me know what you think, guys, about this style. Do you like the style? Do you want to see more of the style? And if so, I'm sure we can set it up. But Brims, it was a true honor to review your account. And thank you for trusting me to get on your account and for sharing us some of the secrets of the trade and letting me show this on for the world to see. So if you guys don't mind, just out of respect for Brims, just leave a like on the video. Also, the more interaction we have on the video, the more it's going to be recommended on other people's feeds. So we need the world to see this account. So please go ahead and leave a comment, leave a like as well. And then Brims, if you want to add anything before we go, or you can just say goodbye.
Well, what do you normally generate as far as likes on a video? Like, let's try to shoot for something high, like what, 1,000 likes? That sounds good.
Look, in a general rule of thumb is that a video performs well if you have at least 10% of the likes versus the views, right? So I would say if we can aim for 30% of what the view count is towards the likes would be good. So I think what you said, 1,000 likes, yeah, that's pretty much around what it should be at 30%.
Hey guys, if we could get this video to 1,000 likes, then I will come back and help Angry move up in arena and show him all of the top builds.
So that's an awesome goal to have, because when I know, you guys know. So if you want to perform better in arena, let's get this video to 1,000 likes. Brims, it was an absolute honor to have you on the account or on the channel.
My pleasure.
And
it was definitely my pleasure.
Hopefully I can challenge you soon in arena and beat your ass. I hope so.
Hey, I'm looking forward to it, bro.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is Brims, that is me. We are out. See you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.